Hello, welcome back to Nimi's Garden. We're on a particularly rich screen today, which I think is interesting. Okay, so last episode, we started off the museum. I think at this point we're not really going to really go into each level. Like, I think at this point I'm a little bit lazy to stare at each level and force a solution. Because I know there are some levels that I definitely cannot even like win. I can't get to the best state in some of these levels. So I cannot confirm in any of these levels that they are winnable. Which just means that, there is basically no way I'm gonna be able to like definitively tell if a level is winnable at all. So I might as well just not try and win. I'm just gonna look at each of these and like kind of laugh at them for some reason. But yeah, this could mean that this is either the finale or the next episode will be the finale. We'll see how long each level takes us. So yeah, we did these 5 levels. We made it up to these 5 levels of this section last episode. So I guess we're continuing. Huh? So yeah, Sinful and Repent Original Wolf for no idea what the point of this level is. Sinful Nimi is sad. Statue is one way. This might be a desync thing, but I don't see the need for a desync here. Oh yeah, I think that was definitely not winnable. Because I think in the original version of this, I see that the statue is one way is used to prevent me from pushing the statement outwards. But I can still push it forward to break the statement, so I don't get the point of that. I'm supposed to destroy the vases and then like only repent a single one of them. Yeah. Well, that's not how it works, I guess. I think it's destroy both vases here, then Nimi on vase repent and repent myself here. Then Nimi is karma, and then that destroys one of the Nimis, and then that's how I win. I forget if there's a level in the main pack that uses this idea. I forgot if it was just completely removed. I mean, I can go check, but I'm kind of not really bothered to. I mean, yeah, let's go and check, I guess. Unfortunately, World 8 is like the furthest one from this museum. I really should put the museum closer. But we can check. So yeah, the repent section was like in here, I guess. Repentance. Yeah, so this one is the one. The Nimi is even hot. Food is not unstable, so fruit can't gain any properties. Here I need to only repent one of the Nimis, and then actually, wait, why don't I just do? Oh, yeah, I do this, then I break this statement, then I make Nimi is hot and karma. There you go. And that destroys just one, because only one Nimi has repented from its sins. Anyway, yeah, so that was it, I guess. Not pointless to re-show you that level, but I was just confirming whether that level existed in the aggro pack or not. It does. It does exist. Alright, let's continue. E. Yeah, look at this. This begins the saga of levels of me trying to make a desert level for the flower. This one might actually be winnable. I think this one is winnable. Nimi is better and alive. I can make other things alive as well. Lava is karma, flag is best. Lava is defeat right now. Lava has wall. So if lava were to die, for example, like so, that creates a lot of walls. I can make lava as fluid. That destroys the water. So now I have lava as karma that causes this column of lava to become wall, right? Yeah. We have a bunch of rocks here. I think that's interesting. I can push the rock a bit. I'm pretty sure I want sinful lava as stable or something. So that lava as karma doesn't do anything? Yeah. So why not lava is float and then sinful lava is stable? So that lava is stable. Lava should be float. Then sinful lava is stable. So I should be able to. Oh, I can't push an is text in here. That's weird. I mean, I can do this. This will destroy that thing, but I mean, as long as I can get all the text in there, we should be fine, right? Why is that a problem? I just make sure lava is fluid. Oops. It's always in here. Then I make sinful lava is stable. Okay. It is kind of tricky to work with. Yeah? Okay. I might need to go in one more. Oh. Okay, let's push in one more. This is kind of hard to work with. But okay, let's try this. Let's push all of this text out. Actually, why can't I just do lava as stable, like, just in general? So lava is float and stable. Okay. So all of lava is float right now. Okay. I'm gonna do this, and then do that, and then do that. Oh, lava is stable, needs to stay. Isn't that the whole thing? I just won. Okay, so this level has a lot of cheese is what I'm getting from here. Yeah, okay, I guess that's why this level is scrapped. I don't know what the idea of this level would be, but I cheesed it. So sure. Haunted. Oh, it's a ghost. Text is nudged down. Oh, and I see a bunch of text here. Okay, wall is stopped down, so once I empty here, I can't leave. Is there a sign? Oh, there is a sign. Another level of me trying to make a desert level for the flower. This doesn't belong there, and it's the same concept as prickly weeds. I forget what prickly weeds is like. Okay, lava is hot, text is melt. I kind of basically want ghost to guard text. Okay, so I want ghost to become text first. Okay, then I want text is weak and has ghost. So I can create a ghost. Then finally ghost guard. Finally ghost will guard. Ghost will guard text and ghost will have ghost. But then the text is nudge will mess things up slightly. So I am going to have to set things up in such a way where the text doesn't break. Well, given all this text here, it's kind of hard, is it not? Ghost has ghost here. Guard text. I need one more piece of text here. Oh. So I feel like sacrificing that piece of text was a bit not good. Yeah. I mean, I can sacrifice a bunch of other stuff. I can make Ghost's push or something like that. Can I do that? I don't think I can do that, really. If that is the case, then I need to sacrifice weak. I think. Then I could have a ghost. I could have the ghost and text guard. Ghost guard text. Ghost has ghost. Ghost has ghost. Ghost guard text. And then ghost is push with a ghost here. Yeah. Okay. So I need to sacrifice the weak text because that's the only one that I can afford to lose. Which means that I do this. Oh, wait. Text has to have ghost first. Okay. And then ghost can be pushed, yeah, but once I'm here I can't leave. So I need to set up the text and nudge down correctly first. So ghost guard text like so. Ghost has ghost will form the top statement. And then ghost is push. So yeah, having the ghost be here should make the correct structure for the text to stay in place without ever breaking. So yeah, flag is best. There you go. This is a pretty decent level. I guess yeah, it's not advanced enough for the flower. But I do like it. If it were in the main world, I would be fine with it too. I guess aesthetically wise, I'm not a fan of all these divots. So yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. But that's not my decision, so yeah. Okay, what was Prickly Weeds, by the way? I don't actually remember what Prickly Weeds was, if I ever played that. Prickly Weeds, should we go check? Let's go check. This might take a while. Okay, Prickly Weeds. Prickly Weeds. So fields, yeah. Prickly Weeds. Oh, okay, it's lizard has lizard got Nimi. Okay. I guess it's the same idea. The text is nudge isn't there, but the set of statements you make is basically the same. I would say the solution that I had for the ghost one is quite a bit cleaner though. Anyway, J. Oh. Yeah, text is you. Sinful skull. Sinful skull. What? Tumble is weak. Tumble has skull. Isis slip. Sinful skull guard text. So why does this work? Which is a sinful skull right now? I guess... Oh, okay. I guess what happens is that this skull over here is weak. Oh, sorry, not weak, but it destroys the tumble. So it becomes weak, and then it guards the text. Huh. That's a really interesting order of operations. That's crazy. That works. Yeah, I don't know. Let's have a desert flower level. That is an interesting interaction, I suppose. But yeah, what in the world am I looking at? No idea. Please. Whoa. Okay, I see Echo. We're getting closer to the actual one. Please let this be the desert flower level. And it was kind of overwhelming regret is based off this level. I can see. So we have not flag is not flag is not best, so only flag can be best here. Cactus got not Nimi, but Cactus can got anything else. Skull to skull. Cactus can also be anything else. Nimi is vessel, Nimi is alive, and has blank. Here we have a lava. So while... Okay. I have no idea if I really want to do this or not. I'm kind of lazy. Let's not do this. We already solved overwhelming regret, so I am not going to go and solve this one ever again. Does Karma appear in this level? It doesn't, only Guard does. But that's okay, Guard is technically World 5. Alright, World 6. These are the plains levels. I have done a bunch of these before, I remember. A bunch of these got completely removed. Yeah, this one we've beaten before. Something about trying to get water through this fire or this fire. We've done this one before. Welcome back. We've also done this one before. This one's really weird. Text near X wasn't functional in an early version of the pack. This level never recovered. This level never recovered. What does that mean? Text near X wasn't functional. That's super weird. Is there a sign in here as well? No. This is just one of the extra levels, I guess. Best of both worlds. Also no sign. I don't think I did this one actually. Huh. Yeah, this one's new. I never did this one. Okay. Oh, there's a food in here. Okay, sure. Door on Nimi is fence. Water is sink. Rock. Okay. How about fruit is telly, and then we telly the rock being push and pull. That's kind of a problem because I need to go in there. Okay, so let's try having you be pull, but only at certain times, I guess. Sure, so now I want you to be push. In you go. Oh, I can't leave now. Oops. I guess I need... What can I do? No idea what I can do here, actually. Okay, you know what I could have done? I could have done like fruit is pull or something. Or I can just do rock. I can like have fruit be rock or something. If fruit was rock, and then rock is telly. Oh, I only have one. Okay. So if rock was telly, then rock can't be anything else, which I think is the problem here. That's why I need two different objects. And also why I need the rock out here. Okay, wait, then why does the push need to tally across? Just have rock be permanently pushed. That should be okay. Yeah. Okay. So now I want the... Well, I mean, I can once again just alternate between push and pull, right? Nope. Pull, 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 push. Yeah. Alright, so this is definitely cheesable. I guess that's why this doesn't really work. I don't know what the idea of having idle is, but yeah. Sure. Alright, 63, Swift Lockpick. We've also beaten this one before. This one was actually quite a cool level. I don't know why I didn't make it in. I guess it was just because it was too vanilla. But we did have vanilla levels in World 6. This one just didn't make it, I guess. Bobbing for apples. This one, I think I didn't do either. Yeah, I don't think I did this one. But something can write something. Save. I can do Nimi's word. They can push food in. Alright, so this is probably just who actually wins. And Nimi is safe. Heck yeah. Cheesable. I don't know what the main idea is either. 65 is Beastmaster. This one I have also won. I think the layout was different because this was supposed to be part of World 8. But then World 6 became the world where you had like your recap of all the initial mechanics. So like this level got pushed into World 6 and then after that it got scrapped. Which is why I guess it ended up having the theme of World 6. But when I played it, it was originally World 8. I have also beaten this level before. That one didn't really have anything too special. Same for this one, I've also beaten this one before. This one was quite a cool level as well, but maybe it was a bit too tedious to be added in or something like that. I don't know. Problematic pawn, I have not been. Whoa, a new word there. There was an idea here, I think. Nuh-uh. Yeah, well, this is a completely new word. I'm not going to go into what that does. I have a vague idea of what it does, but I don't think I want to introduce that word right now. And 69, nice. Dunk tank. Ooh, okay, this one's interesting. So what I think I want is to be fall in one direction, probably either up or right, and then be stable. And then when I leave, so you can start being fall right first, I think, and then have it be fall down. Yeah. Oh no, I just be stable first. I word myself to be stable. And then I have this be set to fall down, I guess? Not quite sure what I want to do here. Okay, so the idea is I need to be stable first. Then I need to push that text in here. And then when I step off, I stop becoming stable, and then Nimi is fall down will actually activate. And I can win. So what I actually need to do is... Nimi is... I will set up Nimi is fall down. And then at the same time, I want Nimi is stable. And then Nimi is you and word will appear here, I guess. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, it's a word infloop, I think. Whoa, that's really weird. I think it's a stable infloop. Oh, that's new. So how does that work? How does that work? So I don't know what a passing order would be, but let's try and think of a couple ways this could work here. If it passes, it has to pass word first, right? But no, Nimi is already word. So when I step here, I will be stable and then this. Okay, well, I just want to know now the rules show. When I step here, I will be stable and then this. Does this prevent me from being stable? Yeah, is this somehow like a... Wait. Oh. Hi, thank you. Oh my goodness, they just answered my question. The infloop is caused by a mixture of word and stable, but this level uses a different trick, meaning this level is still possible. Yeah, it is a nonsensical infloop, but I think this is what causes it. Yeah, so that's a problem. I can't just use that. It's because, okay. I think it's because when Nimi is in word and I step down here, Nimi is... No, that doesn't make any sense. Because wouldn't I still gain the word property? There's no reason for me to lose the word property here. So when I step down here, I think what happens is that the game thinks I lose my word property, so I'm no longer word. Therefore, this statement becomes true for just a split second, and then turns off again, and then turns on again and then off again, which is what causes the infloop. But that's not true. So yeah, that's weird. Anyway, this level is still possible. Thank you for telling me that. Well, I don't know what this would be, I guess. Yeah, I don't really have the brain power to figure this out. That's not. Okay, that was World 6. That wasn't too bad. World 7. Piling Leaves. Ah, yeah, we've beaten this one before. I can tell why this didn't make it. It was kind of... I like this level, but there's a way to completely break it. I think I did completely break it, actually. From what I remember about solving it. Head chopping, old. Yeah, this was horrible. There was a lot of lag. This level was extremely laggy. It was a pretty different level in general. Also, I deleted all the hedges for some reason. I wonder why you did that. Maybe to resolve some lag issues, which didn't work. Ah, this level. This level was made when throw was made with hidden text. So yeah, this level I have beaten before. The other level, yeah, this one is the one that I wanted to use in one of the Rust area levels. However, the idea doesn't work anymore. This level was also made when throw used hidden text. Also, the interaction here only works sometimes. So yeah, that's really weird. Anyway, what I want to do is I need hand to be push. At this point, I want the hand to be right. I'll push his hand in here again. I do have to get all this text out of the way first. Yeah, and then the idea is that when I do this, hand is throw will completely swap these guys around. And so by creating this alternator, you can prevent the empty statement from being true. Now, I don't know why the interaction only works sometimes. That is really quite weird. But I did try to use this interaction in one of the Rust area levels for the clue, and it didn't work. Like, the throwing just caused, like... I don't know what it caused, actually, but... this interaction just didn't work. It didn't work like that. Like, it pushed text around out of the objects for some reason. But yeah, like this you can win. I want to check. F3? Yeah. Oh, this one was not made with hidden text. Okay. I thought this level still had hidden text in it, which is why the interaction works, but that's not the case, which is weird. Anywho, yeah, 72 and 73 we've beaten before. 74 is Hey, this looks familiar. Also, why in the world is this thing down here? The version of this level with hop was the original version, but there's so many different words here that work. Send, slip, slide, and unstack. So yeah, in the end, Marlowe decided to use send and put it in the Rust world. So the idea is fox facing fox is send. Oh, sorry, no. Fox facing fox is auto and something like that. But yeah, the idea is always the same. It's just to create two foxes that jump over each other. And we've beaten that before. Dead in your tracks. This one might be new. It is new. Sign. One of the first levels ever made for the flower. Funny enough, also one of the last ones to be replaced. What was the flower? What was the flower version of World 7? I forgot what the flower level was for that one. Okay. Let's check. World 7. Oh, it was the fancy double throw or diagonal throw thing. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, I guess it isn't really a bug in this case for the diagonal throw to work. I guess it was intended. But I thought if it was in fact a bug, Marlowe wouldn't have wanted that in the flower world. If this is legitimately a real level, Hedge and water is sink and safe and still. Fox is fox, acorn is acorn. What in the world is this? I have no idea what this is. Yeah, okay, well, don't think I want to solve this either, but I do see some really nice words here. And I do really like the fact that all these words are red as well. That's really a nice coincidence. Okay, well that's world 7. World 8. Really tall spike. So yeah, another word that was once in this pack was the word tall, which basically made you interact with both float and non-float objects at the same time. But apparently the idea was scrapped because there just weren't enough interactions with tall. Yeah, spike is tall here, so yeah, I need to replace tall with float. This not tall isn't very useful for making puzzles, though I do like this one. We've solved this one before. Okay, level 81. Well protected grove. This is the other one. This is the other tall level. I think this was really nice as well, actually. This one is, yeah, it was pretty mean. The whole structure here was kind of difficult to work around, I would say. Just because, like, there are so many options that are possible here. It's really hard to figure out exactly what this structure is getting you to do. There's a lot of options. So the difficulty there, I think, was passing that structure in the first place. Oh, this one was funny. I don't know about this one, yeah. This would have been the last of the 3 levels focused on tall. I actually really like this level, but there are a ton of rules. There are. Yeah, this one was an insane level. I think I beat it. I think I did. But this took me 1 episode to beat, which I think very few levels in the entire pack in its current state have ever done to me. Like, almost none of the... Sorry, almost none of the levels in the pack right now have taken me a full episode to beat. In fact, I don't think that any of the levels in the pack have taken me a full episode to beat. So... Oh no, there is like 1, I think, which was the clue reveal for World 7. That one, it came along with another level, but because that one took so long, I would like to consider it its own episode's worth of time spent. Anyway, 83, keeping contained. Ooh, this one's a new level. I don't think I've ever seen this one. An attempt at making another puzzle using tall didn't pan out. So yeah, not gonna try and beating this one. Well, the idea of tall is just very easy to understand. I don't think I'm gonna spend my brain power to think about how to solve that one right now. Okay, yeah, and all the topple levels. I actually don't like this level very much. There was a bunch of cheese in this level, I think. I think I cheesed this level as well, I think. Most of the topple levels ended up being pretty bad, which is why the word itself was replaced with unstack, which had a much more like secure definition. Basically, unstack only works for objects that are identical and stacked. So if you have like 2 texts stacked on each other and then text is unstacked, it would unstack them. However, topple works for any 2 objects stacked on each other. So if you had a piece of text stacked on top of like Nimi or something, and then text is unstacked, it would push Nimi out. So yeah. Arrow is turned facing print. I think print was in this old level. I think I did this one. This one was weird. This level doesn't use print in a very interesting way. Yeah, I think like I solved most of the level without using the word print. Garrett. Who? Oh, this was one. Yeah, I think I've beaten this one as well. This was basically using the row or the unstack property to make 2 simultaneous statements at once. The level idea is used in one of the actual levels in the pack. I think in one of the throw levels back in World 7. So yeah, that's why this level was cut. And finally, false advertising. Old. Oh yeah, this one. This one I have beaten before as well. Unfixable cheese, all the false advertising replaced this level. And also had the clue in it. Okay. Let's keep moving. I'm gonna speed run through this. We all love alternators. I have beaten this one. I know my mic kind of cut out while I was beating it. This one was crazy actually. Great Sarcasm is a level title. It was in fact an alternator. I don't know how this one panned out, but basically how it worked is that the slipping and the sliding with the reverse caused a piece of text to move back and forth on the ice. Alright, level 91, changing course. I think this was the old... No. This level was a changed version of one I had beaten before. Yeah, with Follow and Phantom. With Follow and Phantom, yeah. How do I... No idea. There was another old level that I did before with Follow and Phantom and like a bunny or something. It was really weird. I feel like that level could have been broken very easily. Pun intended. Which is why it was probably cut. So that makes sense. Okay, World 10. More of the Beast. Oh, this one was fun, I think. It was another alternator of some sort. This level got transformed into level Forever Leak. Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay. So yeah, in the end, this one was basically getting Nimi to offset and then not offset. And the idea is that faucet would be shift and then faucet would print a bunch of different things. So faucet print push. Whoa. And then faucet will print these things. Sorry, no, faucet will print push and then be shift at the same time. We've beaten this level before. And this will cause the alternating offset and not offset. If I had put this all one space to the left, I could have made Nimi's offset alternating, and I would bounce back and forth. Yeah, that was the idea. It was another alternator. Very original. Echo Chamber. Ooh, this one was fun. I also beat this one. This was also one of the other levels that took me a while. Like, this level was awful. I hate it. It's super jank. I don't remember the solution, and I wouldn't force this upon my worst enemy. Well, I solved it. It was fun. I think I didn't cheese it actually. I actually found a way to use all the text properly and have the intended work. But it took me about an episode to beat it, so yeah, it was pretty weird, I think. Sheer Power. I don't think I beat this one. I don't think I've ever seen this one either. Yeah, no, I've never seen this one. Have I tried to beat this one? Don't think so. I'm not gonna try. Okay, World 10. Sorry, World 11. Victory not in the open. We love you, Baba is you. Oh yeah. Have I tried to beat this one? I think I did try this one. Don't know what this is about, but it was very tedious, I remember, because if you have Rocket copy Nimi, then a bunch of random stuff happened. It's basically like Victory in the Open, except instead of directions, you get to control the rocket remotely, which doesn't change a single thing about the level, I don't think. Test tubes used to be the old crew review level. But I can copy don't really interact in an interesting way. I thought it did. I thought it was pretty interesting, but apparently not. Also, look at that. Level is blue. I think this was the main. No, it's not. Yeah. When is this a thing? I don't know, but like the level is color used to be a staple in like the levels in repos. Like every level had one of these for some weird reason, and then my assumption was that it made the entire screen somewhat like hued a little bit. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that's what it does. I don't know what Level is Blue does at all. So yeah, it's fun fact, I guess. What is that about anyway? Okay, level 12, Treacherous Facility. I have beaten this one as well. I thought this was pretty interesting. I like this level, but there's a bug where send doesn't activate. Okay, I guess that's why. I like the level as well. And then dumb level. Oh, ugh. Echo. Lol. Oh, funny. It's what? Wait, I only have what? I only have 12 cogs, but I have 16 tasks to cover. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I want here, but I guess also to create a structure that sends itself in and then sets itself up here. Dumb level. Yep. Okay, and the last one is secret software, I think. A bunch of random stuff here as well. Here's rescue mission. I never beat this. This one was what? The levels in this session have all had win, end, and done removed from the object palettes. Oh, yeah, so you can't actually win or end or be done with any of these. And I've extracted some unintended solutions. Again, I never beat this. I have no idea how to beat it still. Cut and paste. I think I beat this one. I don't quite remember this level. This level was meant to show how text cuts in the way the text is facing, but there's Omega Cheese. Is this the one where I made Win like pushing out? I think it might have been the one where I made Win pushing out. Yeah, this is the one that inspired one of the level. This is the one where I cheesed it and that inspired one of the levels in the main pack. So that's cool. I'm pretty sure that's the one. Getting creative. Oh, this one was just you can do anything you want in this level. This level ended up being completely broken. See if you can figure out how to make all is pull. Oh, was that what I did? I don't know if that's all I did. I think I did make like text is pull. Yeah, the text here can very easily just make text is pull. So if you make text is pull, you can pull out the text, and once you pull out the text, you can basically make any word you want. Because pawn is up there, and then like... Well, I guess interestingly enough, I need 4 L's for that statement, and I don't have 4 L's. Huh. That is really weird. Where am I gonna get 4 L's? All is pull. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. I can pack things. Which still doesn't make sense. I can't duplicate letters with this, right? I don't think so. No idea. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I beat that level eventually by making Texas pull. That was it. That was probably the intended. Digitally yours. Ooh, I don't know if I beat this one. Bomb is defeat. I don't think I beat this one. I don't know what that level's about. I'm just gonna look at it. Start sends level. Whoa, what is this? CPU? That's weird. Oh, it's to make it so that text ends C is sync. Will sync one of the levels in there. Yeah. I get it. This level is going to replace taken off the list, but ended up being horrible. Okay, fair enough. Taking off the list was kind of interesting as well, but like, sure. At this point, I'm barely thinking anymore. I'm just reading stuff. Ooh, this block. A much worse version of the level, no escape. I don't know what this one's about. I don't remember what no escape was like. Oh, that was the one where the level... It was the one where I inspired the solution, then, wasn't it? I think it was. So I'm guessing the idea is somewhat similar, but I don't see how that would happen here. Anyway... Can you jump for me? Ooh. Yeah, oh geez, okay, that's horrible. This looks horrible. There's a really awful alternator level, also has a lot of cheese. Yeah, I can tell, like just the number of words you can use here is horrendous. I'm not looking at that for another second. Okay, and that leaves these 4 levels. I mean, at the end of the day, they're all just like random extras. Testing. Yeah, this is apparently the test stuff. There's like barely any words here, so I don't know how this could be a testing level. Huh? More Deluxe was originally, yeah, this, well, I think we read this before. More Deluxe was originally planned to be in World 6, and this would have been the clue to find it. I think I did that. I don't remember, but more Deluxe. Actually, I have no idea. Unfortunately, I couldn't really find a way to keep a level completely hidden without any way to see it from effects or anything. Level 4, what are these new words? Yeah, lots of new words that came out after the pack, I think. So we got, which is the, actually these are just extender words. So like, this is ellipses, but another form. There's just a bunch of different words that could be ellipses. It's kind of funny. Align Nimi is red basically means that if Nimi exists in the same column or in the same row, then one of them will be red. So here Nimis are aligned, therefore they're red. Bug boosts Nimi. Boost is basically shift, but for the shifted object's facing position. So the bug faces down, but if something moves to it from the sides, it will, you know, just boost the direction, boost in the direction of this object instead. And the same is true for like this kind of boosting, I guess. So yeah, new words. Alright, and sticky. Ooh. I never used sticky, but here's a level with it. Basically, sticky is just objects stick to each other. So you have one big square or rectangular object here. You can also change the shape of the object, and then sticky will act accordingly. So it's kind of just a way to merge objects into one big object. There are some weird bugs with it. Like if you push an object into a push object into itself again, you get a weird bug. Yeah, the game just destroyed itself. Don't know if you see the error message here. You don't, but there is an error message that shows up. Now, I don't know why this happens. It doesn't make any sense to me that this happens, but it just does. So yeah, it's pretty weird. I guess what kind of happens is it's a bit like an inf loop, where this pushes into this, which pushes into this, which causes an infinite push. But I think unlike other words like send, this case was not like coded in. So instead of giving you an inf loop message, it gives you the inf loop like error. So yeah. Well, I mean, at this point, I feel like just the way this should work is, honestly, I don't know. I'm not gonna solve this. I'm tired. Okay, with that, we're done with the museum. I think we're done. That was a lot of levels. I kind of went through most of them, but at this point, am I really expected to look through all of these and analyze them? I don't think so. So yeah, that wraps up Nimi's Garden, like completely. I've 100%ed it. I did like 2 episodes ago. And so it is time to say goodbye to the pack once and for all. This was really fun. I liked it a lot. I think that this pack in its current state is a massive improvement from the original. Like from cheese fixes to spelling errors to like just the flow of levels in general. I know a bunch of changes were made to the pack, like in terms of the mechanics in some of the worlds. So I do acknowledge the fact that a lot of thought was put into the pack. In regards to like how it flowed, how the mechanics were introduced. So yeah, there was just a lot of work that went into this, and I really wanna, you know, give praise to that. I had a lot of fun. Will I ever play another pack in Baba? Maybe not. Maybe unless something groundbreaking arises. I don't know of any packs that are as like Nimi's Garden and as famous. A lot of the other much more famous packs are either ones I've either played before, or they are focusing on other aspects of the game. Like as opposed to new modded words, they're like, I don't know, new parsing styles. If you've seen like Stack 64 or something like that. There's persistence, which is like meta in and of itself. There's meta tata text, I think, which is also a very meta pack. And I don't want to like go into it and spend, you know, another 30 to 40 episodes trying to go through that. There are packs which are based off vanilla levels, but are extremely difficult, and I also don't want to do that. There are story-based packs, like I think Call of the Competition. There's enough coverage on these packs by like Isley, honestly. And I think despite being, you know, just the only person basically who's doing Baba content anymore, I think Isley's covered a lot of what I would cover anyway. All that is to say is that this is the last you'll see of Baba, probably, on this channel. What's next? I actually don't know. I've been playing Nimi for so long, I've kind of forgotten what comes after. What comes after Nimi's Garden? Ooh. Okay, I see what's on the list. I'm not gonna tell you. This will be fun. This will be fun. It will also be very long. So place your bets as to what the next series will be. Until next time though, hope you guys have enjoyed this series. I will see you guys all next time. Bye bye.